So now we are taking a look at some of the things that we'll be doing on Sundays. And as you notice, the screen is normally how, when you start it up, how it should look like. Maybe there may be a ProPresenter 6 ad. There should be a little X button right up here just to get rid of that. So in this case, we are looking at Sunday, June 21st. I just named it that. It isn't really the June 21st. It happens to be in August in 2015. So as we take a look here, we see that we have some buttons up here. We have an audio bin over here. We have some pretty images down here, and looks like our main slide's over here and something or other over there. So in this video, I'm just going to go ahead and kind of explain everything and how everything works. So it may go a little long. But up here, let's start from left to right, is a clear all slide. So right here is our output display window. So that way we can see what is on the output and display. So if we press clear all, then it is going to clear all. But if we come back over here to our slides and we click that, it's going to appear in a faded form. Now if we say go to our Sven and Glenn video, it'll fade into the video and start playing. Right there. Now we also have our offering time video, which all videos do loop. So if you are playing one of these videos that you do not want to loop, you need to either go to the next slide right after it is finished or press the little pause button right below the display output. If we go back up to here, we'll see that there's a little X and then slides, and it also says clear slides. Now this is these right here are slides, and down here are the backgrounds. So backgrounds are normally in the background, and then you could have foregrounds. So if you have a transparent image, or say a Bible verse from our Bibles app up here, which I'm going to get to in a minute, then you can put a background right here, and then you can have your Bible verse. Or you can have a video that loops, such as our gold clouds or our magical night background right here. And as you can see, my computer's a little loaded, but that's just because it's ProPresenter and it takes up a lot of the usage of the computer. Going back over here, we see that we have a BKG, which is a clear backgrounds. So this is, say we have a Bible from our Bible verse, and say we were just saying Joshua 23:2 right there. Joshua summoned all of Israel, blah, 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 blah. And then we click the little X here, and we see that we have our slide right here, but we also have our background. So say we want to change backgrounds, we can just go down here and click there, and the foreground stays the same, but the background is now changed. But say your pastor, whoever wants you to get rid of that background, all backgrounds completely, you just come up here to the backgrounds and press that, and voila. Now if you want to get rid of the slide, you can either click on another one of the slides here, or just go to either the clear slides or the clear all. And now it is empty. Over here we have our audio bin. This audio bin is used to play MP3s. So in this case we have Crazy Frog. You just click once and it starts playing this selected song. You can add songs by going to your Finder folder and then looking up songs under Desktop, Children's Ministry, Music, and then all of these folders such as Silly Songs and Worship, and then just drag those in as MP3. So back up here we have a new button, and I really don't use that much because it's to create a new presentation, but we've already done that and we have our presentation here, so we just need to work off of that. We can see all of our other created presentations over here as well, and when they were last used. I normally use Sunday, June 21st, just because of the name. Next thing we have is editor up here. So if you have a slide such as this, and we wanted to, or this, and we wanted to hide, we need to hide the answer to look a little like that. We can just go into the editor, and we see that we placed a whole bunch of green squares that are made up of the grass around from a screenshot here, and then you just place and place and place until it all looks pretty. So the next thing that we are going to be doing is we're going to be replacing some of the slides in here, so that way it is all set for Sunday. So if we go to all of my, or the little file finder folder, or the smiley face in the bottom left corner of your dock, and we go to downloads. Now you see that right here we have our hosted Bible story and our discussion starter. So our discussion starter is going to be drug in right to our existing discussion starter and drug right there. As you can see, it's already the same. Now we go back down to the finder folder. Sorry, it's off screen, and then we go to our hosted Bible story. Now we're going to drag that, and we're going to drag it right on top, and ta-da. Now if you wanted to add another slide, say we needed Blue Tree's God of this City, we just move that. We can either replace some of the slides, or we can drag it down here or in between. Notice the little blue line right there. And there we go. So we can click on that, and then it starts playing God of this City by Blue Tree. Now Rooted's media group also has created a lot of music videos. So if we go into Rooted stuff, and it's kind of unorganized right now, but we go into Rooted song audio, or sorry, Rooted's finished songs, we see that we have a few songs such as Mighty to Save, Proof of Your Love, Beyond Me by Toby Mac, a lot of different things, and we're creating things every single day. So say we wanted With Everything, we can just drag that in on top of God of this City and play that. And so to get new backgrounds, it's kind of hard because a lot of backgrounds need to be purchased, and we really don't have a budget. So what we do is we just find free ones that we can use, not illegal ones, but free ones. So these are the ones that I was able to find here. So these are the ones that you'll most likely be using. As you can see, you can also purchase them from the ProPresenter itself, but we really don't do that. Audio up here, video and image. That's just your video and image bin right there to toggle it on and off. Audio bin, same thing. Then you have your messages app. Now your messages is sometimes used, not all the time. So if we click that, it'll open a little like this, and so we can stretch it out or whatever. But we see we have a countdown 3 something or other, but we're gonna hit the little edit button up here, and then it's gonna open up. So we see that we have a countdown 3 and time left, colon. So we see that we have a time left in a colon. And we see down here countdown 3 and something like 30 seconds and a few options here. So if we see countdown 3 and we click here, we see we have a countdown timer, a countdown to a specific time, and a lapse time. So this is set to a countdown timer. So this is a countdown from 30. Now say we wanted to change it to, say, maybe 5 minutes, like that. Now what we have to do is we have to press enter to confirm it, and then you can press start, and then it'll start counting down. You can press stop and reset. Now up here, you see that our message text is time left we have is that. So if we get rid of our slides and clear all, and maybe say put a background, and then we press show message, time left, and then it's going to start the timer up there, just like so. And now this background, even though it says there's 19 seconds left, it'll start looping back. So say we need to stop it, we can stop it right there and start it up again. Now another thing you might be wondering is, okay, so maybe I wanted to say countdown to a specific time, like how many minutes left until the service. So I have presets, so we can create a preset by going right there, and then you can say do something like this. Our next service will start in, and this is countdown 2. So if you scroll down, I have countdown 1, 2, 3, and you can add more. So countdown 2 is to 11:30. I know it says 11:25, but still. So this will show you how many minutes we have left until 11:30. As of right now, it is 10:30 a.m. So say we want to change that to 12. So we do that. We confirm it and press show message. Sorry, press stop, reset. Make sure we confirmed it by pressing enter, and show message. So we have 13 hours left. And then you can press hide. So this is also helpful if in the main service or whatever, you have a kid that is having trouble and needs their parent, and they have a bib number, say 256, and then you just show that up there. Or if you go to our templates page, you can see that we have default or the lower thirds. We normally don't use 4x3 because that's not our standard. We're not using that either. We're using the 16:9. You can choose something a little like, say, title globe and say 520, 546 and show that, and it'll be down there like so. And then you can press hide. So in the store is ProPresenters, or this is the company, Renewed Vision. This is their media store. So you can see that they have a lot of like mini movies or different worship intros or things like that. So we normally do not go into here at all. We just kind of leave it alone. So let me press clear all, and let's go into our song select. So this is really helpful. Oh, sorry. This is really helpful if you are doing live songs. So you can search up something like Matt Redman, and it'll look up. But right now we don't have a song select account, so we're not using that in a C4 Kids. So if we go over here to our Bibles app, that was what I was showing you earlier. Now we have a whole bunch of Bibles, so we go to book, say he's looking at Galatians 3:16 or so. And so he goes here, and you can actually drag those onto here. But what you have to do is you do have to click, because ProPresenter can be glitchy at times. And then you can drag it over and whatnot. And then you can switch to whatever you want, and it'll change with you. So let's clear all those. Then we have a DVD. So if you are playing from a DVD, you can do that, although I've never used it myself. Although if you're playing like a movie or whatever, that could be used. And then we have our integrated Twitter feature, which I have not used. I'll just say authorize that now. Might as well. So there we go. Then we have format and timeline. I'll never touch that. These two, though, this is kind of helpful if you want to. This will show and hide the output. So say you wanted to drag a window or whatever onto your other screen, then you would press the output button, and then your other screen would be blank with your desktop image or whatever. So that will toggle your display output, and then your volume if you wanted to be high or low or whatever, like that. So that is a general overview of everything. The last thing that you always want to do is you always want to save it. So to do this on Mac, we're going to press Command S, and we'll notice that this is changed to that logo right there, and it looks all happy. So thank you very much. Yeah, so I'll see you guys in the next video.